Chemical properties of alkenes. Chemical properties of alkenes. We know alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons. That's why they readily undergoes addition reactions and combustion reactions and polymerization at high temperature and high pressure. Three types of reactions we can see in chemical properties. First one is addition reactions, second one combustion reaction, third one is polymerization reaction. First, addition reactions. Here, first I am taking catalytic hydrogenation. Catalytic hydrogenation. See, alkene, ethylene I am taking CH2 double bond CH2. It is ethene plus hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. Temperature is 300 degrees Celsius in presence of nickel as catalyst. Here one hydrogen added to this carbon, another hydrogen added to this carbon. This double bond becomes single bond. So we get here CH3, CH3. This we are called as ethane. This is ethene or ethylene. So catalytic hydrogenation of ethene gives ethane. Second addition reaction is addition of hydrogen halide. In this we are taking HCl and HBr. See, this is CH2 double bond CH2. Ethane treated with hydrogen chloride gives hydrogen attached to one carbon, chloride attached to another carbon, double bond becomes single bond. So we get CH3, CH2, Cl. This we are called as chloroethane. Next, addition of HBr I am taking. CH2 double bond CH2, ethene treated with hydrogen bromide. We get CH3, CH2, Br. This is bromoethane. Next, third reaction is addition of halogen. Here mostly we are taking chlorine, bromine and iodine. Ethene treated with chlorine in presence of inert solvent, that is carbon tetrachloride. We get here CH2, Cl, CH2, Cl. 1, 2 dichloroethane is coming. 1, 2 dichloroethane is formed. Now I am taking with bromine. CH2 double bond CH2, ethene treated with bromine in the presence of inert solvent carbon tetrachloride. Here bromine attached here, one bromine attached here, double bond becomes a single bond. So we get here CH2 Br, CH2 Br. This we are called as 1, 2 dibromo ethane. Now I am taking iodine. CH2 double bond CH2 plus I2 in the presence of inert solvent carbon tetrachloride, we get CH2, CH2, I, here also I. This we are called as 1, 2 diiodo ethane. This is formed in this iodination. It is chlorination, bromination and iodination. Here this halogenation, that means addition of halogen, is used to test for unsaturation. This is the test for unsaturation. Especially we are discussing this reaction. Bromine color in carbon tetrachloride reddish brown. So bromine in carbon tetrachloride color is reddish brown. To this, when we are adding ethene C2H4, colorless solution is formed. That means decolorization takes place. Decolorized, the color becomes colorless. This is the test for unsaturation. Why? Because this ethene containing double bond, that's why this is unsaturated hydrocarbon. This unsaturation can be identified with the help of bromine in carbon tetrachloride. Next, addition of concentrated sulfuric acid. Fourth one is addition of concentrated sulfuric acid. In this we have H plus HSO4 minus. So H plus attached to one carbon, HSO4 minus attached to another carbon, double bond becomes a single bond. So here CH2 double bond CH2, this we are called as ethene treated with concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4, we get CH3 CH2 HSO4. This is ethyl hydrogen sulfate. Its name is ethyl hydrogen sulfate is formed. This is also addition reaction. Next, fifth one is addition of ozone. Ozone formula O3. See here Ethene I am taking CH2 double bond CH2 plus ozone forming ethylene ozonide. Here H2 C O CH2, this is oxygen, this is also oxygen, this we are called as ethylene ozonide. So addition of ozone to ethene gives ethylene ozonide. This we are called as ethene. This reaction ozonolysis. And the sixth reaction is addition of Bayer's reagent. In this, Bayer's reagent is very cold dilute alkaline potassium permanganate. That is called Bayer's reagent. Bayer's reagent is cold dilute alkaline potassium permanganate. This is oxidizing agent. So very cold dilute. Dilute means more water we have. So here reaction you can easily understand CH2 double bond CH2. This is ethene treated with dilute means more water we have here. This is oxidizing agent alkaline potassium permanganate supplies nascent oxygen. So one OH group attached to this carbon, another OH group attached to this carbon. Double bond becomes a single bond. We get ethylene glycol. CH2, CH2, OH, OH. This we are called as ethylene glycol. It is used as antifreeze in cold countries. In car radiators they are using in winter season. This is about addition reactions. Next, second kind of reaction is combustion reaction. In combustion, burning of a substance, here our substance is ethene. Burning of ethene gives carbon dioxide and water with the liberation of heat. That is, second one, it is combustion reaction. In this, C2H4 ethene and 3 moles of oxygen on combustion, you will get here carbon dioxide and 2H2O, and with liberation of certain heat energy. That's why alkenes are also used as a fuel. Upon combustion, they gives out heat energy. Any substance upon combustion gives heat, then that substance can be used as a fuel. So these are the sources of energy: alkenes, alkanes, alkynes. So this is combustion reaction. In combustion, carbon dioxide and water is formed. Why? Because hydrocarbons upon combustion gives carbon dioxide and water. Here our hydrocarbon is ethene or ethylene. Last reaction is third reaction, polymerization. The process of union of smaller units combined to give giant molecule, that we are called as polymerization. The single unit we are called as polymer. So simple units combined to give giant molecule by the process called polymerization. The simple unit we are called as polymer. In this, polymerization of ethene gives polyethylene. N moles of CH2 double bond CH2 heating at high temperature, high pressure, and using catalyst. Here catalysts we are used as sulfuric acid, hydrogen fluoride, sometimes peroxides also. These are the catalysts we are used. At high temperature and high pressure, ethene polymerizes to give polyethene, CH2, CH2. This is polyethene. These are the chemical properties of alkenes. Next, uses of alkenes. Alkenes are used in welding under the heading of oxyethylene that provides more heat energy, which is used to cut metals, and in welding purposes we are using. And it is used to prepare polymers. Here this is polyethylene, its name is polyethene or polyethylene, and it is used to prepare some chemicals also, diethyl ether, ethylene glycol, mustard gas. These are used. And also here it is used in the artificial ripening of green fruits, and it is used to preserve the green fruits also. So here these are the uses of ethene or ethylene.